Hi, I'm Carlton, and this is my 1999 Porsche Boxster that I have owned, maintained, and serviced myself for the past 20 years. A couple of years ago, I had a pretty serious problem with the ignition switch that was pretty difficult to diagnose. And in the process of my expert troubleshooting, I caused the airbag light to turn on. And for the past 2 years, that airbag light has remained on, despite previous attempts to try to deactivate it with other tools. But today, I think that problem finally goes away. I'm going to be using the Foxwell NT520 scanner. So either it's going to solve my problem or I'm going to document yet another failure. Stay tuned, see how it turns out. So before I try to reset this fault code, I should probably explain why it's such a big deal. Because you're probably thinking, isn't it pretty easy to reset a light on the dash? And on most cars it is, but on Porsche, it's not. They had to be different and they had to be more complicated. Let me explain. They're actually, on the 16-pin OBD2 connector, 2 different data links speaking 2 different protocols. So pin 7 is the main data link, and I think it uses the ISO 9141-2 protocol, and that is for speaking with the engine and the transmission, and that's where most diagnostic tools communicate. But there is the second data link. It's on pin 3, and I believe it uses the ISO 14230 protocol, which is keyword 2000. What that means is it's almost exactly the same as the other protocol, but it's slightly different enough that they can't be on the same pin. So you have to talk to 2 different data links to talk to all the modules on the vehicle and to see all the fault codes and to be able to clear them. And what also it means is that you have to use the Porsche System Tester 2, which is their old diagnostic tool, or the newer version, which is the PIWIS. Don't really know what that stands for other than the fact it's Porsche specific and is really expensive. Let's start out by doing a quick unboxing here of the Foxwell NT520. This is a new and improved version of the NT510, which I have not used or tried. Have the case, have the manual, pretty detailed user guide of the setup, but let's see what's inside. I ordered this from eBay, and based on feedback, picked a pretty reputable store. And I'm not going to read through the note here, but basically the summary is the seller has already gone through the process of upgrading this to have the Porsche software installed on it and to make sure it's the latest version. So that means I don't have to do that work, and definitely appreciate that fact. There's the handheld scanner itself. There's a USB cable for software updates. And then there is the cable. Now that I have the cable untangled, pretty straightforward to connect. Once you turn the cord the right side up, and it should be ready to plug into the car. So let's start by plugging this into the diagnostic port in the driver's side footwell. I'm going to unplug the telematics device that I usually have installed, the Automatic Pro, and install the diagnostic cable. All right, let's see how this works. You see it gets the power from the vehicle itself and powers up pretty quickly. Have OBD2, Porsche, setup, playback, and update. So I know I need to turn the key switch on, so I'm going to close the door, power it up. Okay, from the menu I'm going to go to Porsche, and it's loading the Porsche specific database. I'm going to say automatic selection. Communicating with the vehicle, please wait. All right, it says VIN reading failed. Please enter the VIN. I am not going to do that. I'm going to go to manual selection, and It is a Cayman Boxster 986. And let's go into the diagnostic system. And I'm just going to go right to the control unit that I'm trying to find. And it is Airbag. Communicating with the vehicle, please wait. Let's read the codes. So there are several active codes. Airbag supply, airbag warning light, and ignition circuit, which I'm not sure what that is. But I don't really care what it is right now. I just want the codes to go away. So let's erase codes and see what happens. Ignition on and engine stopped. Yes, it is. Do you want to continue? I most certainly do. And I don't know if you saw that, the light is gone. The airbag light is off. All right, let's try this again. No fault codes found. Perfect. That was fast and easy, much easier than I thought. All right, so that issue was resolved a lot faster than I anticipated, and I realized you probably couldn't see the screen very well. So I'm trying to change the lighting here and let you see how the tool works. So I'm going to start by going through the OBD2 menu, and what it's doing is it is scanning the different pins for the different protocols. You see it went through those first few protocols pretty quickly, but now it's on the keyword 2000 protocol and obviously found some things there. And it's taking some time on the ISO 9141-2 protocol. All right, let's go to the Porsche specific menu. And we do have a Boxster 986. And let's do an auto scan of the control units. All right, that was a long process, a couple of minutes to scan all the modules, but it did find all of the modules that are on this car. Well, that's it. Fast, easy, a lot faster and easier than I was expecting. And the reason I was expecting it to be so difficult is 2 years ago when I tried to take care of the airbag light problem, I was using the Durametric PC tool, and it had an external USB interface that connected to the vehicle and tried to reset the airbag light multiple times and it failed. I worked with Durametric. I got 4 or 5 different test releases of the software and I never could get the code to go away, and I finally gave up. I was frustrated. I sent it back. I ran out of time, ran out of patience, and I was considering going to the dealer, paying probably $200 to do, 20 minutes worth of work. And I finally saw that this tool said it could clear the airbag light on the older airbag modules in 986 Porsche Boxsters that speak a kind of unique Datalink protocol. So that's why it's so difficult to be able to turn that light off. So I decided this costs less than going to the dealer. And not only did it cost less, it was a lot less time too. Probably 10 minutes total of my time to hook this up, go through the menus, hit the clear airbag light. So I am definitely going to be purchasing the Audi software upgrade because I have an Audi as well, and I really like the versatility of this. I will leave a link to this in the video description, so you can also find the NT520. And if you're looking for the NT510, I would recommend doing the NT520 instead. It is newer, more capable, and from what I recall, slightly less expensive. So hopefully you find this helpful. And if you have an older Porsche 986, 987, or even an older 911, they have the same modules, they have the same problems, and hopefully this can solve the problem for you.